Recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairwoman Fox. I move to strike the last word.
You're recognized.
Today I rise in support of House Joint Resolution 165, introduced by my colleague, Representative Mary Miller from Illinois. I come with deep concerns regarding the Biden administration's Department of Education final rule released on May 3rd, 2024, regarding Title IX that redefines sex to include, quote, sexual orientation and gender identity. This rule blatantly disregards the longstanding interpretation of the word sex, undermines the intended mission of Title IX, and removes protections for women and girls in our education system. The Biden administration's Title IX rule belies the legislative intent of the statute, which was to ensure equal access to educational and athletic opportunities for women on campuses, and this new rule unfortunately achieves the exact opposite. Title IX was written with the understanding that there are two distinct sexes, male and female. This foundational biological truth, if unwound, makes Title IX protections irrelevant and unnecessary. The final rule issued by the Department of Education, which redefines sex to include sexual orientation and gender identity, blatantly ignores years of precedent and only creates more confusion for institutions. It blurs the lines of biology, of statutory construction, and of common sense. What's more, this rule rolls back years of advancements for women and girls in education, like my two daughters, and erodes the fundamental principles and purposes of Title IX. Egregiously, this rule goes so far as to withhold funds to schools if they do not allow students to use restrooms or locker rooms based on their proclaimed gender identity. This unprecedented rule is dangerous and is another example of the administration ignoring the will of parents, children, and local school districts, not to mention common sense and the natural laws of this world. This blatant government overreach in search of a radical social agenda rooted in moral relativism is unacceptable to me as a father and as a legislator. And I urge my colleagues to vote in favor of this resolution to roll back the Biden administration's ill-conceived attempt to further blur the lines between men and women. With that, I yield back.